Ricci, postdoc researcher at Circe Research Center here at the Department of Geosciences at University of Padova with Professor Artioli. My main research focus is working on characterization and radiocarbon dating of historical mortars. So absolute dating of historical objects is often a request for archaeological and art research, and dating the mortar binders in building structures may establish the chronology of the masonry structures in historical and archaeological context. The C14 method is applied on mortars because the method is based on the carbonation process of the calcic binder. So during the hardening process, the lime putty is converted back to calcium carbonate, incorporating the CO2 from the atmosphere that is marked by the isotopic signature of the C14. So the so-formed anthropogenic carbonate must be isolated from the other carbonaceous sources as well as other contaminants which could affect the dating process and are often present in the mortar mixing. For example, a fragment of limestone that produce an older age determination, or lime lumps that harden after the binder and secondary alteration which can generate a younger C14 signal. Our approach, in studying mortars, consists in different steps which comprise a well-done characterization of the bulk materials in order to assess the nature of contaminants by a multi-analytical approach, a separation process of the binder fraction by wet gravimetric sedimentation to remove the main contaminants, and a prior characterization of the binder to verify the efficacy of the separation and eventually the presence of other kind of contaminants. Finally, thanks to the collaboration with the research center in Nova, Circe in Caserta, radiocarbon dating of the binder is carried on by mass spectrometry. In the new published paper in Scientific Reports entitled Integrated Multi-Analytical Screening Approach for Reliable Radiocarbon Dating of Ancient Mortars, the main focus is actually the identification of non-anthropogenic contaminants for reliable radiocarbon dating of mortars. So the detailed characterization was carried on by a multi-analytical approach consisting in mineralogical and petrographic characterization, X-ray powder diffraction analysis, scanning electron microscope, measurement of carbon and oxygen stable isotopes, and optical cathodoluminescence. In the paper are also presented two representative cases of study showing the effectiveness of our procedures in radiocarbon dating. The samples were collected from two architectural complexes from northern Italy, as the Church of Santa Maria Maggiore in Lomello, Pavia, and the Santa Maria of Torba in Varese. The multi-analytical approach used proved to be a promising protocol for a preselection of suitable samples for radiocarbon dating, for example, for saving money and time in using mass spectrometry. The novel application of the chosen techniques on extracted binder fraction show how their complementarity can be effective overcoming the limits of each single technique. And aiming at proving the effectiveness of the method, as is shown in the paper, we decide to radiocarbon date reliable and not reliable samples after a characterization considerations. The results actually showed dates consistent with archaeological expected ages for the former and too young or too old ages for the latter, so in accordance with the characterization evidences.